Welcome back. My eyebrows and I are very excited to see you guys again today. So for those of you who do not know me, my name is Sam, and I like to sit down and do my makeup and talk about a ghost story at the same time. I do my eyebrows off camera because they are a lot of work. It's problematic. So the story that I'm going to talk about today is not my own personal ghost story. It's actually someone very close to me, my fiance. It is his ghost story, and it's kind of about like a pizza delivery gone wrong. So if you would like to hear the story, stick around. I'm gonna do my makeup, you know, do some of this with some stuff, and we're gonna get on. My fiance has told me this story before, and honestly, it's like quite creepy and kind of gives you like a moment of just like, nah, no. So a little background information on this story. The town that he was delivering in, it's a small town, so you know, it's like the same customers all the time, like you start to get to know people. He has worked there for about 2 years, so he really has like a certain client base that like remembers him. And the lady in which he delivered to was someone that he has delivered to before, and like nothing was off or weird or anything. Like she was just a nice lady. There's been other people who's delivered to her and never had this problem. Well, one night he is working in the pizza shop. He's a delivery guy, and they get this order. They take care of the order. You know, they make it, and then he zoom up out of here to go deliver it. You know, you got things to do. The delivery that he was supposed to make is at an apartment, and he's delivered here before, so it's very familiar. He gets there and he parks in one of the parking spots because he's like, oh, this is gonna be quick, like I'm just gonna hop in, hop out, you know, get it going. This woman's house, like her apartment where her windows were actually angled right into the parking lot, so like, you know, if he pulled in, they could see, or she could see who it was, right? So like this lady knew there was pizza coming or whatever, sandwich, not really sure what it was, but she knew there was food coming. When you know there's food coming, you ain't just gonna dick around. You're gonna be sitting in the window like a dog going like, when will my food return home from war? You just want your food. And he goes up the steps, there's like 3 steps to the front door, and her apartment is like pushed back and like to the left or some shit like that. And he knocks, but there's absolutely no answer. And he's just like, okay, well, someone just ordered this. Like, I can't just like take it back because they're gonna have me come back, especially if they complain. So he's sitting there and he's like knocking, and like nothing's happening. I believe this lady got like a tuna sub or something, so maybe that's why she decided to just take her sweet time, because like, why are you ordering like a tuna sub from a pizza place? So he's knocking, he's saying who he is, what he's there for, you know, letting this person know like, hey, I'm not some psycho coming to rob you, like I'm the delivery guy that you fucking ordered, man, like open up, yo, open sesame. Nothing happens for a while, and then all of a sudden it feels like someone comes up to the door. He doesn't really hear anyone, he doesn't hear footsteps, and how this lady's apartment is set up, it's like to the kitchen first, like that's the first room you walk in through the front door, so like you would hear someone, I guess, walk. He said it's a very small apartment, so he definitely heard her before walk to the door. Well, he didn't hear anyone walk up to the door, and this was the first sign that like, okay, what is happening? Like this door handle is like jiggling now. I didn't hear anyone show up at the door, and now this bitch jiggling. And he's just like, all right. And then the door like ajars, right? It just kind of opens up a little bit, just a little smidgen. She's shy, okay? She's just a little bit. And he goes like, hello? And waits, and no one answered. And he's like, hello? Again, waits, no one responds. So at this point, he's just like confused, because he's like, this door just opened for me. Where the fuck is the person that opened this door? You know? Hello? You got your tuna sandwich here? Listen, I don't know if I'm about to regret what I'm about to do, but we'll see. Ooh, scared. Ooh, that's a lot. Damn, that's a thick ass. Okay, we're just gonna add this on this side because there's no going back now. Oof. Okay, wait. We can blend this. We can fix it. Bob the Builder, can we fix it? I don't know. So at this point, he's just like, okay. So he reaches for the doorknob and like pushes the door open a little bit because like, hello, you like have your food ready, lady, come and get it. And he walks in and like all the lights are off except for a light that's like, so it's like the kitchen and then there's like the kitchen table and then it curves around. So you can only see till the end of the kitchen and then it curves, and that's where the light was illuminating. That was the only illuminating light. Okay, so it was the only light that was there. What the fuck? It was the only light that was there. So he could only see like the bend around the corner, but he couldn't really see anything other than that. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Help me. Help, 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 help. Okay, okay, wait. I'm gonna try to overdo it with some yellow. Oh, I was telling a story, wasn't I? Okay, so he walks in and there's no one around. So the only thing that's illuminated is the light around the corner, and he's just like, whoa, what's going on, guys? Like, whatever. And he hears like this noise, right? This like weird low noise coming from where that light is. And he's just like, hello? I'm here with your food from the pizza place. Like, hello? Oh good, this looks like baby shit green. Do you think adding black would be a bad idea? Okay, wait. Maybe? Maybe? Now, while he's in the kitchen telling this lady that he's here with her pizza, he's also hearing this like rumbling noise, this like very ominous, deep, like rumbling noise, like maybe a growl or I don't know, like, you know, just like a deep, scary rumble. That's all it would take for me to be like, peace, I'm out. But he heard this rumble and he was like, okay. And he just kind of was standing in the middle of the kitchen because he didn't feel safe to move forward. Like, he didn't want to intrude in this lady's house, for one. And like, everything that was happening was just like kind of weird, understandably. Like, if I was hearing some shit, I'd be like, I'm a leaders on a doorstep. Now, this sound is getting progressively louder, and then all of a sudden it stops. And he says that when it stopped, out of nowhere, he heard, I think, a woman's voice scream, "Get out." So he's sitting there in the kitchen in the dark. No one's coming to get the pizza. He's fucking telling them who he is. And then he's hearing like this weird like rumbling, chanting, whatever. And then he hears when it stops, he gets a big old fat "get out." Right? At this point, he runs for the hills. Like any person would do. If you are the person that would be like, oh, I'm gonna go check around that corner and see what happened. Like, no, you run. Run away. Run away. So he runs away. He gets in his car and he goes back to his job at the pizza place and he's like, yo, some weird shit just went down. I just tried to take this lady her sandwich. She ain't having it. She got some demons. I don't know, but like some weird shit is happening. Also, as he was driving away, he looked back and he saw the lights inside the house through the window because he's parked like right outside the lady's apartment and like her windows face the parking lot. And he looks in and like the lights are flickering. Like girl, aren't you supposed to like nourish yourself before you call the demons into your soul? Like, shouldn't you have extra nourishment? Like, I feel like you want your energy for that, right? Like you should start it after the pizza delivery guy gets there instead of during, because now he's traumatized. So he gets back to his pizza shop. He's a little frazzled. He's trying to tell everyone what happened and why he still has the sub that he was supposed to deliver. You know, they were just kind of like, okay, whatever. About an hour later, like not even like within the time frame that he was there and went back. Like most people who like didn't get their stuff try to call within like, you know, a certain time frame. She calls an hour later, and this is like, so, you know, she waited to order it, and then she missed it, and then she waited another hour to call back. So like, that seems like a lot of time to wait for a sandwich, you know? An hour later, she calls back, and she's like, yo, where's my fucking sandwich? My fiance refuses to take it back. He's like, oh hell no, you are not sending me back there. They trying to kill me or something, trying to sacrifice me. Like, they're like making fun of him. He didn't care. He's like, no, that was some scary shit. I'm not doing that. He put his foot down. Good for you. Boundaries are boundaries, you know what I'm saying? Boundaries. So another worker goes back for him, and they get there and they knock on the door, and this woman answers perfectly fine. You know, the lights were on, nothing was weird. This guy just like hands her food and then goes along his day, and nothing happened to him. No weirdness, no lights, no noises, nothing. And it's just like really freaky. Like, can you imagine? I probably would have quit my job after that. There's no way I would have been able to like live with that, you know? Oh my god. I can't talk and do this, y'all. I use my mouth as an anchor. Like, how do y'all do this? That doesn't even look that good. Oh, hold on. I'll be right back. Ooh. Ooh. I'm gonna cut you with my fucking wings. Yes. So I think the thing that makes me most uncomfortable about this story is that he says that even to this day, since that happened, he has experienced almost like a ringing in his ears while he sleeps. And it doesn't happen all the time, just sometimes. But like, it's while he's sleeping, and he's like, it's almost painful. Like, he can't ignore it. It's just like a high-pitched ringing in his ear. And it's just, he says it's awful, and it'll even wake him up sometimes. And then as soon as he wakes up, it stops. You gonna tell me that this witch lady, this tuna sandwich witch lady, put a curse on you or something? Like, that's all I can think of when he tells me the story. I sit here and I'm like, oh my god, you just walked into like a cult session or something. She was summoning demons and you interrupted. Like, she thought you were gonna get there in like an hour. You got there in like 30 minutes, man. She was not ready, all right? Her demons were not hungry yet. And I just, oof. Here's the thing. If I was a pizza delivery person and I was delivering any type of food, I would just be like, yeah, as soon as I saw that door open, no. Here's one of my theories. Maybe this lady was actually a witch or something, right? And like, she cursed him. Cause like, he also tells it and he's like, I don't really remember how long I stood in the kitchen for. Like, I remember just like hearing these noises and being like frozen into place because it was just so weird and scary and confusing. I can't imagine like deer in headlights like that, like in someone else's house, and like you hearing this stuff. Like, no thank you, but no thank you. I would like to give back my membership of this bullshit because I didn't like actually want to sign up for this. I didn't read the terms and conditions. That's one theory, that she was a demon summoner, witch, some sort of that stuff, and she was just like chilling, summoning demons, waiting for her food, you know, like any other demon summoner. You know, you get hungry. I don't know, maybe she bought him like a tuna sandwich when he wanted like a calzone, and that's why he was freaking out. I don't know who this demon is that she was summoning, but like, if there's a demon, he did not like his order. Now, another theory is that like, she could have been getting busy, you know? She could have been getting busy with someone, you know? You get busy waiting for the food to show up, they show up early, and you still getting busy. So like, I don't know, maybe, like, that doesn't explain the door though. Like, how do you explain the door opening like 3 inches on its own when it wasn't open before? And like, no one being in this room, like no one being in this apartment that he saw right away. Like, no one was in the kitchen, and there's only one way in, one way out to this place, so like, he would have saw someone. What would you do? Because I would have not walked in there at all. Like, the second that door opened on its own, there was no one there and it was dark. I'm afraid of the dark. I ain't trying to walk up in there. There's shit I can't see. What the fuck? I like to spray my face after I put the initial layer of foundation on with setting spray. Because, you know, like, I want it to stay. And I use a fan. Like a little queen. To dry it off, because I'm sick of sitting here with one of my makeup palettes going. I've hit myself in the face too many times, so I got myself a Dollar Tree fan. You're welcome. It's really gotta like mess with your mind a little bit when you experience something like that, because like I would have been scared to like deliver ever again, especially to this lady's house. Like, if she ever ordered something again and was like, come back, like I want another tuna sub, I would have been like, go to the grocery store, I ain't doing this. Do pickup. I ain't doing this today, lady. And like, imagine going there, experiencing something, and like, it's the craziest shit, you don't know what's going on, and then coming back and be like, yo, some shit's going on, and they're like, okay, and then she calls back complaining that she didn't get her food, even though he brought her food and someone screamed, get out. You gonna get mad? You gonna get mad. You gonna get mad. Like, I'm sorry you were summoning demons while he was trying to bring your food, but like, pause. Can you pause that? Can you put a pause on something? Like, just like tell him, be like, yo, hold up. And he's just like in limbo right there for a second. Yeah, I gotta get the food. And you guys can have a little sandwich together. Like, you could have had a nice night with your little demon friend. But no. But anyways, imagine going there, experiencing this shit, coming back and being like, and then your coworker going and being like, yeah, nothing was wrong. Perfectly normal. Nothing happened. Like, I would start to think, like, did I imagine this? But, like, that's a lot to imagine. Like, were they playing a prank? That one always slips in my mind if he was, like, being played a prank on. Because, like, since he was able to, like, pull in to the driveway, and the driveway connected to her room, she must have known that, like, he was there, right? You had to have known. Because you could see the car and you're waiting, you're expecting it. I know when I'm expecting a delivery, I'm sitting there, I have a camera pointing to my front door, and I just sit there and like turn it on every 5 minutes because I'm like, yo, you here yet? You here yet? You here yet? Because I don't want to miss it, you know? These people got stuff to do. They ain't trying to wait for me. If I found out like later in life like that was a prank and that happened to me, I'd be so pissed, because like something like that scars you. Like, pranks that are gonna scar someone are not funny, okay? That's like psychological damage. We're not trying to cause physical or psychological damage, okay? We are just trying to give you a little hoop and then move on. I think he quit the pizza place not too long after that because, like, you know, he just couldn't stop thinking about it, and like, I'm sure they picked on him for it because he's coming back saying all this crazy shit, and then someone goes back and like nothing happened. They probably thought he was like lying or like didn't do it or didn't feel like doing it, because like that's how, you know, workers are seen, as lazy pieces of shit, even though the working class is what holds this whole country together. Anyway, what do you guys think? Do you think it was like a prank? Do you think she was summoning demons? Because like the sounds he made, like she had to either pull this prank on purpose, right, knowing he was coming and had like music and all this shit set up, or like he showed up early and she was surprised by his visit, you know, and just like freaked out. I really don't know, but like I can't imagine going there. Like the first time he told me this story, we live near this house too. Like he's pointed this house out to me on our drives, and I'm just like, ew, 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 ew. But like also that part of me is like, let's go look in there. But like also, ew, like let's go knock on the door and say hi. But also don't do that. My like two personalities really need to like connect and like get it together, because I'm sick of just like being pulled, you know what I'm saying? Alright, so how y'all do this without opening your mouth? My mouth has to be open. I don't know. Let me try to close my mouth. Okay, let me try to close it and do my eyelashes. That's hard. I feel like opening my mouth like opens my face. I mean, technically it does, but I meant more or less like tightens, pulls my skin, you know what I'm saying? Another thing that's like kind of scary is that he doesn't realize how long he was standing in the kitchen for, because he was so scared that like he wasn't moving, and like he told me that like he doesn't know if he lost track of time, like how long he stood there. He just lost track of time. He doesn't know because it was loud and scary, and he, again, deer stuck in a headlight. Like that emotion is for real. Like you get scared enough to where you freeze. If you're a freezer, all right, people who freeze aren't like just quitting, okay? They're getting quiet and listening because we're waiting to see whether or not we have to like clock your ass or if we have to run. I'm a big girl, okay? I can run to a certain extent, but it's almost like a cheetah. It's in very short spouts of running, but like I don't like to. It's awful. Like I have asthma the whole time I'm sitting there like trying to breathe, and it sucks. Like I taste blood because my lungs are on fire and they're bleeding because they can't get enough fucking oxygen, so they're just trying to drown me in my own blood. But let me tell you, I would have ran from that house. I would have yeet my ass right out that door. As soon as I opened and cracked and I was like, hello, and no one was there, I would have said hello one more time, and I would not have went in. I would have just left. I would have been like, and I get back to Pete's place and be like, why? And I'm like, I knocked and no one answered the door. And if they call back complaining, that's not my fault, man. You should have answered the door. I was at the door. I don't know if you doing it, summoning demons, or playing a prank, but like, I'm here, you not here, I'm out. I'm out. I'm sure you're not even tipping me enough anyway. Like, I'm out. So long. Okay, I'm gonna put on my eyelashes, hair, and lipstick, like always, and then I will be right back. This is the finished look. I gave myself a haircut last night thanks to the help of my fiance, so thank you, Daryl, because this looks much better than all of the crusty ass ends that I had from bleaching the fuck out of my hair. Thank you so much for watching today. I appreciate all of you who continuously show up, and those of you that are new, thank you so much. Hit that like, comment, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff, okay? Spread the love. Spread it around. Spread it around, okay? Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I will see you next Tuesday.